Okay. 2 seconds. Oh, there it is. I think we got it. We got his lock and loaded. All right. Well, welcome to week 1 of ECAC Rocket League. Your USM Huskies are back on the scene. Been quite some time. I'm looking forward to get back into things. All right off the bat, we're gonna have Kai send it off the wall. Gonna get blocked by Blue. They're gonna work their way down the field. Darian gets up. Nice little block there. Send it over to Hydra. Sends it back in the corner. Straight back on Darian. And he's gonna get a pass from Kai. Almost gets it in. Almost nearly. Man, have I been looking forward to this. Can we not have that happen, please? All right. Good to know. Darian sends it off at the corner for Hydra. Hydra off the wall. Can't get one more. I lied. He can get one more. He's still got a little bit of control. Can't get much else. Kai with a bang. Gonna go off the backboard. Is Wilson gonna be able to get to it? They are. Kai sends it back in the corner for Darian. He's gonna try and get a pass out there, but no one's sitting in the middle. Hydra's gonna come off the wall. Gets an awkward bounce, but he's gonna be able to get to it. Can't push it through the net. Unlucky. Now we've already seen some amazing play here from USM right off the gate. And I know this isn't their first match of the season. They've had some other matches in the leagues in NECC specifically with yours truly, who is commentating right now. But nonetheless, these guys are still doing incredible right now. Starting off the game, looking fast, looking ready for this match. Darren's gonna send one off the backboard. That could be in. Fortunately, Hydra couldn't get to it. Off the backboard again for Kai. Can't get the corner. On the rotation now. Kai up for it. Also, Hydra goes down. Slight little double commit there, but Hydra was able to save it. Darian off the corner. Gets a demo. Can't get much else. Hydra's there for the rebound. Going back off the sidewall. Wilson's there. Then they're going to send it down to USM's end. Hydra's off the back wall doing some fancy schmancy shit. A perfect pass straight down to Darian, and Wilson's going to own goal for USM's first goal of their ECAC career. Unlucky bounce for Wilson. Darian was just there to capitalize off of it. Not exactly the first goal that we're all looking for, but it is the first goal that we will take. And I need to swap the teams. There we go. That looks better. All right, Wilson send it into their own corner. Kai's there for the rebound. Sends it into the corner. Can't get past the second defender though. Hydra's up off the backboard. Will he get the flip reset? He had the flip reset. Couldn't get it to land. Almost forced Wilson to have a second own goal. Kai couldn't get it online. Gonna send it back into the corner. Wilson's there though for the read. They're gonna keep it on the wall. Hydra's gonna get a small touch, but it's not gonna do much. Wilson's trying to get anything going in this first game one to get the confidence up for the rest of the games, but Darian and the rest of the USM squad's not looking like they're gonna want to allow that. And I just realized that we don't have any audio for the game. Okay. And we're back. All right, cool. Okay. I hope the stream is still up. I don't know what just happened. It's now 2-1. I missed all of that. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Yes, I do realize we don't have game audio. I do know that. That will be fixed for game 2. Anyways, Darian, nice bump there on Wilson. Kai's going to send it booming off the backboard. Hydra's going to get to it off the backboard again. Going for the bump. Kai's going to have a shot. It's going to go off the right wall. This could be trouble for USM. Wilson sent it off the back wall. Hydra's there for a nice 50. Darian's going to send it. Hydra's up. Is he going to get to it? Going to send it off the back wall. Straight to Kai. Unfortunately blocked. Darian yet again there off the corner. Only gets a 50 though. Kai, nice little block there, send it off the sidewall. Wilson can't get to it, but Darian's got plenty of time to deal with this. 20 seconds left in the game. Gotta think, what is Wilson gonna do? Darian, nice little pass there. Almost gets it across net. Can't get across net. Wilson with 10 seconds left. They're gonna try an attack here. They nearly get it by USM with a nice little passing play there, but Darian's able to pinch it into the Wilson's side of the field, and USM are going to take game 1 of this series. I mean, from what I could see, this was an incredible game 1. But let's hope I can see the rest of it. And I just realized we do have game audio. That was the wrong audio track I was looking at. But honestly, great play from USM game 1. Obviously couldn't see about 2.5 minutes of it, but that's fine. I'm ready to rock and roll. Game 2, let's go. And we might have a technical difficulty here, unless he can get back in the match. He should be able to. And he is able to get back in the match. All right, perfect. All right, game 2 starting up. Looking to be a good series if that game 1's to tell. Darian already up for it. Send it into Wilson's corner. Wilson's there for the clear though. Hyder tries to get a pinch. Can't get much of it. Kai's there to give a big boom. Back corner. Can he follow up? He's going to wait on the touch from Wilson. He's going to go up the wall. Nice little center there. Wilson's there to get a clear. Can he get another touch? They can, but Kai's there. Off the back wall for Wilson. Wilson gets a center. No one's there. Big break there for USM. If someone was there, that could have easily been a goal. Nice little fake there from Wilson. Getting Darian out of beating Darian, and Darian almost makes up a big play there. Nice little redirect. He's got another opportunity. He sends it bottom corner, and that's going to be first goal of this game 2. Off to a fast start here for USM in this game. Seems like they're finally warming up. That first game was a warm up. It's game 2. Should be almost off the rails. If already getting the goal within less than a minute to play. And here it is. Nice save there for Darian, and Wilson had a great shot. Wilson just trying to keep it alive in the corner. They're going to be able to get his middle, but no one is there. Everyone else had rotated back. Darian tries to get a touch, but he's not going to be able to need it. Kai, nice little block there. He's going to need another touch from Wilson. Wilson bang it off the crossbar. Unlucky for them. They're going to try and keep it. Hydra's going to give a bang. And that's going to reset the ball for Wilson. Wilson, a nice little shot there. Darian, nice little redirect into the opposite side of the field. 50 there for Hydra. Darian's going to carry it off the wall. He's going to get another touch. He bobs it over. Can someone be there? Kai misses it. Top corner. Hydra off the wall. Off the corner, rather. He's going to... Still there. Off the back wall. Gets another touch. Wants another touch. Bumps Darian. Gives a little get love tap there. But that's not going to matter. Kai, nice demo there. And it's right back on the offense for USM. Nice little bump attempt there from Hydra. He's going to try and get a pass back to Darian here off the sidewall. Not a great touch there from Darian, but Kai's going to be there to follow it up. Follows it up in the corner. Nice little 50 there from Wilson. We're right back at. Nice pinch there. Hydra's there in the corner. He's going to be able to get this clear. Nice bump. Honestly, this is a good play there from Wilson. No, I'm not gonna lie. Sidewall again. Kai. Oh, there's a bit of a pass there. Nice little 50 there from Hydra to get out of that jam. And Darian's gonna send a big bang. Hydra's there. He's got about half tank. He's gonna 50 it off the top wall. Darian's there. He's gonna send it back in the own corner. Try and get another touch on this. And Wilson misses. A little bit lucky there. Straight to Kai off the sidewall, and that's going to be off the backboard of Wilson. Nice little redirect there from Darian, and Hydra is nearly able to get back to it for a goal, but Wilson's back in net. Nice little pop up here from Hydra, not Lucas. And Wilson on the offense again. Kai, pass off to Darian, little pinch there. Off the corner of the wall. That's gonna pop back out. Hydra's gonna have his nice little take there. Gonna pass it off of the sidewall on Darian. Darian's gonna go off the wall. He's going for an air dribble. Will he get it? I think Kai saved that. It wasn't intentional. I hope not. But that could have been a goal for Darian. I don't think they were gonna get to that. Nice little beat there for Hydra. Gets back to it for his second save. And Wilson's just trying to put as much pressure on USM right now. Nice little touch there from Hydra, but Kai can't get the touch to get it in the net. It remains 1-0. Clear here from Wilson into USM's corner. No one's there. Off the post, and that's in. This game is tied at 1-1 with less than a minute left to play. Unfortunate there for USM. If Darian hadn't been there, I think that might have gone off the post again. That could have been a save. But here we are, 1-1, less than a minute to play. Shot there from Wilson, and they save it. Wilson saves it themselves. Hydra's up off the backboard. Kai's there, nice clear. Gonna have to worry about the defender though. He's not gonna get a touch. Darian's gonna challenge this. He uses a ghost challenge. Not too much, not too worried. And there is goal number 2 for Wilson. A little bit awkward there for Hydra. Low boost, off the corner. Can't really ask for much more. But now working down a goal. Let's see what USM do. Nice block there from Hydra. Kai goes up for it. 1 miss, 2 miss. Darian gets a nice 50. He's going to carry this up the wall. He doesn't have any more boosting left on the tank. Can he get a pass off? Can't get a pass off. That's going to go by Kai. And Wilson's going to pinch it off the corner. Try and get across the goal. And USM just stuck in their own half. And now that's 3-1. And Wilson is going to take this game too. Yeah, a few tiny mistakes here from USM. Honestly, not much they can do in those situations. And Wilson's gonna get their first. They're gonna get their first game of the series, and this is gonna go into Game 3 tied at 1-1. Unfortunate there for our Huskies dropping a game, but they can work on it. They can build off of it. They know what they need to do. They're just a little bit more locked in. They probably need to. I know that this group specifically hasn't played a whole lot with each other. I know Kai's a new addition to the team. I mean, as well as Hydra. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem for them. They just need to get back into the swing of things, get back into the groove, and they should be all set to go for for Game 3. And Game 3 is officially underway. Kickoff straight into USM's side, straight out to Darian, going for a corner read. Wilson's able to get this clear. Kai's alone one back. That's a nice little save there for Kai. Nice little pass off there for Wilson, but Hydra is there for the save. Nice dump off. Nice little bicycle there from Hydra. saving an open net. Wilson, nice catch there. Pop it over, gets a shot off. Is Kai there? Kai gets the save. Nice job there, Kai. Darian, back for a save there. Lucas, Hydra's gonna go up. Darian, nice little work to get around one defender. Kai's there for the reach around. Why did I say for the reach around? Oh my god. Alright, Kai up. They both miss. Darian, nice little save there. Can someone get back to it for the save? Weak shot. They're going to be able to get it back to this. Darian's full tank of boost. He's going to keep. He's going to let Hydra take this for a dribble. Shot attempt here from Wilson. And that's just... I don't know if that was an intentional bump. Let's check. Was this was it? I don't think that was. That's just unlucky. I honestly I don't think he was going for that. That's an unfortunate bump there. Good play for Wilson, but bad for USM. Nice block there from Lucas. I'm gonna keep saying Lucas all season. From Hydra. Nice 50 there from Kai. Send it back in the corner. Darian's gonna respawn right on the ball. Can't get much boost on it. He's gonna try and send it towards the back wall. Almost gets back to it. Wilson's up for an air dribble. Sends it off the back wall. No one's there. Hydra's gonna get a nice little 50 here. Wilson trying to get it off the back wall with a little pass off the corner. Can't get it, but rolls out to the third man. Nice little dump off clear for Hydra. It's gonna send it into Wilson's end. They're gonna try and take control here. Darian's gonna try and prevent that. Nice touch there from Wilson. That's good. That could be top cheese. That was nearly top cheese. That went off the crossbar. Darian with a nice clear. He's gonna be able to follow us up. He might be able to get a pass here. Off the sidewall. He side flips, and that's unfortunate there. Ooh, and a miscommunication there. Kai had a better angle at that. Unfortunate here for USM, but I mean, there's things you got to clean up through the games. Alright, 2.5 minutes left. Let's see what you do. Nice little save there from Kai. Off to the back wall for Darian. Nice little clear there for Darian as well. He's going to send it opposite corner. Hydra's there. Gets a nice 50. Can't get it past the defender. But Hydra might be there again. He picks up the full boost pad in the mid. They send it high off their own back wall. To the left side. Looking for another touch. Doesn't get it. But Darian pops it up. Wilson gets the beat. They're going to send it mid. Hydra's there for a nice little save. Picks up the big boost in the corner. Bump on Darian. Nice little block there from Hydra. Hydra's looking to bang this. He might have caught him offside. Ah, he almost caught him. 50 there from Hydra. Darian's up. Gets a shot. That's gonna go off crossbar. No one's there for the shot. Kai's gonna send it out in the corner. Hydra's back up. Gets one touch. Is he gonna get another? He does get another. Is Kai gonna be there? It wasn't Kai, but Darian was there for an attempt. Kai now full boost. Sends it off the back corner. Kai again. Send it into the corner straight to Darian. Darian's gonna get it clear. Hydra's gonna take it. Can he get the 50? He can't get the 50. Darian can't get the shot off. Shot here from Kai. Darian almost gets back to it. Lucas, Hydra with a 50. Unfortunately, they're gonna go into their own corner. Darian backflips. Nice little pinch there. Hydra's gonna follow it. He's got full boost into the Wilson right corner. Nice 50 there from Kai. Again from Darian. We're gonna have Hydra waiting on a touch. Still waiting on a touch. Gets by Hydra. Doesn't get by Darian. Shot there from Wilson. And that is 3-0. Here's time I gotta talk something through there for game 4. How we doing? We doing alright today? I'm telling you, I'm having a lot of fun doing this, even though we're losing. I don't really care. Pop up here from Wilson. Doesn't get much off the backboard. Hydra's there off the sidewall. looking for a dribble flick. Gets the flick. Beats one, can't beat the other. Hydra off the sidewall, looking for a 50 off the corner. Can't get much, and Wilson's gonna get it clear. Pop it up on the car, keep a little dribble over to the defender. Can't get the good shot off. And Darren's gonna try and make this at least 3-1. Can't get the touch. Hydra's forced to wait on the touch from Wilson. And at most, this is going to be 3-1, but Wilson's going to clear the ball, and it's going to be a full shutout from Wilson in Game 3. They're going to take Game 3, 3-0. And I really think USM's going to talk something over. They're having a little bit of communication issues at the back end. Those last 2 goals, from what I saw, purely based on communication. Honestly, that they can do better with that, though. I know they can. I've seen them do it. I've seen them do much better. They just need to take a minute, take a breather, talk some stuff over. Other than those communication issues, they were playing really well. Get some real nice opportunities at the other end of the field, having some real nice saves. They can just get the communication issue out of the way. They're golden for the rest of the series. Game 4 underway. Wilson off the left wall, gonna get a pop-up. Darian's gonna get demoed, but that's gonna go off the back wall and gonna be cleared into the left corner. Wilson's gonna send it into the right corner. Hydra's got almost 2 touches, can't get the second. And yet again back into the corner. Hydra with a touch out for a clear. Kai with a shot. Hydra's gonna follow, is gonna 50 into the Wilson corner. Wilson up in the air, up in the midfield, sends it straight to Darian, who's going to send it in the corner. Darian's still there. Send it mid. Is anyone there? Kai's there. Can't get a shot off. They double commit from Wilson. That's going to give Hydra a little bit of time. Slowly creeping up on him, though. Low boost, going to have to back out of this, only get 1 touch. Wilson sent it into the corner. Kai trying to work some magic. Works a little bit of magic, sends it right back to Hydra. Wilson off the back wall. Can't get the second touch. Can get the second touch. I lied. Hydra's going to send it off the corner. Can't get the second touch for the clear. And now we're just getting bumped by Wilson. Darian sending it off the right side wall. Going to get 50 on the left side corner. And a big clear here from Wilson. Darian's there to stop it at midfield. Going to go for a second touch. Gets a second touch into the right corner. Going to try a 50. Almost going to go across the goal line. Didn't get that far, though. Hydra looking for a pass. Gets over 1 defender. Can he get over the second? Cannot. Darian's just a bit too early with the shot attempt there. Now Wilson's going to have an advantage. One trying to take a dare dribble. Can't get back to it. And Darian's going to be there. Wilson's trying for a demo attempt. Darian calls a bluff. He gets a demo attempt on them. And Wilson's doing the best that they can to keep this out of their own net. Kai, nice little pinch there in the corner. Darian's going to send it off the left corner there for Hydra. And he's going to get a shot. And that's USM's first goal of this Game 4. Now this is more like it. I'm liking this a lot more. This is what we need to see. Nice little team play. Get all three members of the team involved. Wonderful goal there from USM. And they take the first lead here in Game 4. Pass here from Wilson off of the right side. Can't get one. Second man goes for it. Nice little clear here from Hydra. But Wilson's going to have their third man back. One man from Wilson up, but Hydra's going to get to it first. Darian gets a nice little psycho touch. A nice little touch here from Hydra. Can't get the 50 to Kai. Kai's going to get it into the touch back corner. Darian's going to be there for the save. Maybe? No, he won't. A first touch there from Wilson. Threw off his angle. Just a tad. Couldn't get back to it. That's going to be first goal there from Wilson. They're going to even this up. 2.5 left to go. I say this yet again. How does USM respond? Nice little 50. And that is exactly how I would like USM to respond. Kickoff goal, 6 seconds, takes back the lead 2-1. Kai gets his first goal of this series. I know he played yesterday, so I don't know if it's his first goal of the season, but I don't know. If that's his first goal of the season, that's his first goal of the season. Congratulations. Nice little pinch there from Darian and Hydra. Wilson gonna get a nice shot here, but gonna get a bump here from Kai. Gonna stop the shooter. 50 here, Kai. Unfortunate 50 there. Kai with a low boost. Can't really ask him for much else. At least gets 50 on it. Unfortunate there, but we still got 2.5. Still got 2 minutes left of this game. I was gonna get a while to get back used to. Wilson sending it off the back wall of USM. Darian with a nice clear off the right side for Hydra. Hydra's gonna get it over 1. Can't get it by 2. Nice pinch here from Wilson. Gonna send it into the USM's left corner. Or USM's right corner, I'm sorry. Passing play here from Wilson. Hydra's gonna get to it. He's gonna try and follow, low boost. Wilson sends it off the wall. Hydra going for a demo. Can't get it. Gonna get it over 1. Not over the last. Gonna send it over to the right side, where Hydra's gonna get there for the clear. Kai's gonna follow it up, send it into the blue, into Wilson's end, and we are just playing a game of tennis, going back and forth. Darian off the left wall. Nice little 50 there from Darian. Kai might have had a shot attempt at that. Darian got to it first. Nice little touch there from Hydra. Can't get the follow-up from any of the teammates though, unfortunate. Nice 50 there from Hydra. Prevents a shot there. Kai's gonna be up for that. Takes an odd miss. You don't expect to see that much. Here we are. Hydra off the back wall. Clear off of the right wall. Looking for a second touch. He doesn't get it, but Darian does. Nice little pass off the ceiling. Gets a second touch, and Kai wasn't expecting that. I don't think anyone was. Right back to him. Hydra off the left wall this time. Wilson gonna get it clear. Kai's the only one back. Wilson gets a pop-up off the back wall. Gonna send it straight down. And no one else can get to it. This is a nice little shot here from Darian. Nice bump there. 2 demos there from Wilson. Gonna completely eliminate USM's attack here, and that's gonna send them on the defense heading into this potential overtime period. Ball still up in the air, and we get a 3-man whiff, and that's gonna send us into the first overtime of this series. Game 4 goes into overtime 2-2. Let's see what happens. Looking for a Game 2 win here. That's gonna send it to a best-of-3 series. Darian off the right wall. Can't get a second touch. Wilson on the attack off the right. Kai's there on the follow. Gonna come off the wall. Shot attempt. Kai's going for a demo. Doesn't get it. Darian's gonna try and follow off the clear. 1 miss. Makes a second man miss. Third man misses. Can't get the shot attempt. A bit too late there from Kai. Now Wilson off the wall. Gonna look for a pinch. Kai's gonna follow it off the right wall. Hydra's going for a demo. Will he get it? Can't get the second man. Probably got the first. Darian off the sidewall. Wilson's able to block it. Send it off the corner. And that is going to probably be the most unfortunate way to end this overtime here for USM. Hydra's barely not able to get it the first time. Narrowly misses it off the rebound off the second. And Wilson's going to take this game 4. They're going to lead this series 3-1. And USM's going to have to work some of their magic to get back in this series force Game 7. I believe it is entirely possible, but they're going to have to work a lot. They're going to have to work pretty hard here. Give them full faith, though. I've seen it happen before. It can happen again. I'm ready for it. Let's hope I'm on the right side of history. We got game 5 underway. 3, 2, 1. Kickoff's gonna go straight to USM side of the field, straight off the left for Hydra off the back wall. Straight to Kai, and that is possibly the best way you can start this game 5 being down 3-1. First goal, 12 seconds. Wasn't even close. Let's not talk about the 50. Wasn't even close. That's going to give USM an early lead, 1-0. Shot attempt here. And what a save there from Darian. Another there from Kai is going to keep this clean sheet going. But that was an incredible series of saves there from USM. Darian going for a bump. Hydra's going to be there off the back wall. Can he get a second touch? Cannot. It gets a 50. Straight to Darian. Off the left corner. And here we go. USM's left corner. Hydra's there for the 50. Darian's going to send it off to the right. He's going to follow. Hydra's going to pick up the boost. Picks up 2 boosts. Darian now just going for demos. Can Kai get to it? No, he cannot. Wilson's able to get to it before him. Hydra off the right corner. Tries for a musty pass. Pass off to Darian from Kai. And that nearly goes in. But Wilson's able to get the save. And they're going to go on the counterattack. USM's able to stop it. They're going to go on the counterattack of their own. Pass here from Hydra. Kai nearly able to get to that, but at quite a bit of a bad angle. And Darian, I don't know if he just missed that open net, but he could have put a lot more power on that from my angle. I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to see that in the replay. But he very well could have put a lot more power on that. He's going to try to make up for it. He's going to go out the right wall, off the ceiling. Going to look for a flip reset. Pass almost gets down to Kai. And that's going to be a breakaway for Wilson. And this is a bunch of platinums because they missed an open net. All right, here we go. Darian misses it off the right wall. Hydra looking for a big clear here. He's going to get it straight to Darian. And that's going to be... what an incredible pass there from Hydra. I'm sure he saw it all the way through. Darian was just waiting for the pass. He's going to be able to get behind the defense, and that's going to be USM's second goal, their biggest lead of the series so far. .50 off to the right side of USM's goal. Into the corner. Wilson off the corner, still in the corner. Hydra looking to do something, still just bouncing around in the corner. USM just playing the keep it game. Wilson's finally gonna step in. Nice 50 for the save there from Hydra. And that's gonna keep a clean sheet. Darian not able to get the touch he wants, gonna have to force Kai to have no boost. And unfortunate there. Hydra looking for the second touch, not able to get to it before Wilson, and Kai is left. He's left with no boost. You can't really ask for him to get that on top of the net. Wilson's gonna try and get back in this 2-1. Dan, we're in the parent demo, and that's gonna be an equalizer. That's now 2-2. Wow. Hydra is not expecting Darian to get a demo there. Probably expecting him to go after the ball. But, as I have said, I think about now 3 times in this series, how can USM respond? Nice little pass here from Hydra. Darian wasn't close to it. He's close to it now. Can he get that in? Pushes it just a tad bit wide right. Pass here from Kai. Gonna pinch it off the corner. Over 1. Can't get it over anymore, and Wilson's gonna pinch it out of the side. Gonna go opposite side of the field over to USM's left corner. Darian looking for a demo. He gets it. Kai can't get the 50. That's gonna leave Hydra. He's gonna send it off the left wall. Can't get more than 1. Darian looking for more than one. Can't get the boost, but he's gonna follow it anyways. He's gonna leave, maybe looking for a bump. Nice little touch there from Hydra. Nice little pass. Almost off the corner. Hydra's up. Nice shot there from Hydra. Possibly the only placement he could have done there. Upper 90. Perfect off the crossbar, off the corner of the crossbar, and that's going to send USM up 3-2 with just about a minute left to play in this game 5. Looking for a fourth. Hydra. Nice 50 there from Kai. Darian off the sidewall. Can he get a second touch? He can, but it's not enough. Hydra looking for another touch. Can't get another. For Kai off the back wall. Gonna go straight down. No one's there. Kai gonna go for it again. Looking for more. Shot there from Hydra, and Kai is gonna get the bump. And that's gonna be 4-2 USM. That should surely be enough to secure them this game 4, or this game 5 rather. And Aaron kickoff. Gonna leave a shot. Wilson's gonna pull it wide right. They're gonna have another attempt. The Hydra's there at goal. Darren, big off the full boost. He's gonna go for another backboard read attempt. Can't get back to it though. Wilson on the counterattack. Looking for a pass, but Kai breaks that up. He's gonna get the goal. And that should surely give USM the victory for this game 5. And that's gonna push this to a game 6. If USM's able to keep this form, which they surely have, I mean, they've definitely got the capabilities of doing that. If they're able to keep this going, they are easily going to be able to push this to a game 7. Hydra off of the left wall. Gonna get a 50 straight to Kai, but it's not going to matter. There's zeros on the clock, and USM are going to take game 5. Going to force a game 6. And I am just as ready as everyone else is for this game 6. Big game 6 here. They're looking to get right back into this action. And we are underway for game 6. Wilson leads 3-2. USM trying to claw back and get the first win for ECAC. Darian sends it into the corner. Can't get much. Wilson's going to clear off of the left side of the USM's. Darian tries to go up the wall. Nice pinch save there from Darian. Going to keep it out of the net. Wilson's going to send it off the corner. Kai's there for the save. Goes for opposite side clear. Nice demo there from him as well. Darian now off the left. Going to get intercepted by Wilson. Going to have a nice pass. Errant pass there from Kai. Could have been better. Keeps control of it though. USM's going to retain possession. That's a nice little pop there from Darian. That's going to save a goal. It might save a goal. Unfortunate there. Hydra doing just about everything he can to try and keep that out of the net. A little bit unlucky with those 50s there. And that's going to send Wilson up 1-0. Still plenty of time left for USM though. I ask again. No, I won't ask again. They know how to respond to this. They're fine. Kai, nice little 50 off the bar. Nice touch there from Hydra. Nice pop off the crossbar. Can't get a second touch. Nice little bump here from Wilson's going to keep it in their own end. And Darian's going to have some time. He's going to send it off the right wall. He's going to try and be there for the second touch. He's going to get it off the top. Wilson's going to beat USM with the ball, though. Darian just trying to work with what he's got. Hydra trying to fake Wilson, almost. I think he might have been going for a pop. But Darian's going to get that off the left corner. Double commit here from USM. Going to go over the defender, and that could have been a goal if someone was middle. Hydra trying to bring it out to Darian. Wilson's going to intercept that, though. Kai in the corner. That's another pass for Wilson. Left in the mid. Nice little bump there. Darian's going to be all over it. He's going to have a shot. Is anyone back? No one is back. And that's a house call for Darian. He's going to do all the work himself. Going to take the dribble. Going to get the mid boost. He's not going to get the mid boost. But that was all Darian there. With the clear, perfect clear. 2 touches. 1 goal. And that's going to be an equalizer. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Kai going to send it off to Darian off the back wall. Going to send it back to Hydra. Looking for a second touch. He's not going to be able to get to it. Kai is able to send it off the backboard, though. Can't get the touch that he was looking for. Looking for a backboard read. Knocks it straight down instead. Wilson looking for another touch there. Can't get it, but they're going to send it back, booming off the back wall. Nice little psycho there touch for USM. Wilson's going to have plenty of time to deal with it, though. It's slow. Kai's going to send it off the left wall. So the right wall. 50 there from Wilson, send it into USM's left side. Kai's there for the clear, though, off the corner. Gets another touch off the left wall. Hydra working with Kai to send it, keep it up in the middle. Darren's going to get a big pinch here. He's looking for a second touch. Off the ceiling. Wilson's going to get 1 touch. Kai gets another. Darian looking for a demo. He wasn't able to get the demo, but nearly got a bump off. Nearly worked. For USM's second goal. And is this going to be USM's second goal? Yes, it will. I'm going to have to see what happened here. But all I know is that Darian got the goal. And I'm speechless there. That was a hell of a redirect there from Darian. Completely upside down, going the opposite direction. Nice little touch there from Darian. Is going to put USM up 2-1 with about a minute and a half left to go. Kai, last one back. Wonderful 50 there from Kai. Big booming into the Wilson right hand corner. Darian on the ball again. Trying to keep it middle. Gets a pass middle for Kai. He's going to get a touch to it. That's going to be 3-1. And look at what USM are doing now that they are all warmed up. Nice touch there from Kai. Wonderful pass there from Darian off the top of the corner. And USM now leads 3-1. With still just over a minute left to play. Pop up here from Wilson. Darian's got full boost. He can get a touch on this. Secondary touch from Wilson is there. Darian's there. Wilson's not going to look for a shot on the first touch. Still not on the second. And Darian's just going to let Hydra take this. Looking for a pop up there. Gets a nice little fake. Hydra's almost able to get a shot off on this. Darian with a nice little shot. Saved by Wilson. And now they're up on the counterattack. Kai's got to go up for this. He misses, but that's off the bar. And Hydra's going to be able to get to it. No one's home for USM, though. Wilson's going to capitalize off of that. They're going to go. They're going to try and get back in this. It's now 2-3. Or 3-2. We got 43 seconds left to play in this game. Can USM keep this out of their goal? Nice little dump off there for Darian. Gonna try and keep it on the Wilson side. Hydra off the back wall. And Wilson's gonna get touch. They're gonna send it back. Nice 50 there. Trying to keep possession in USM's hands. Gonna get a 50 off the ceiling. Darian's gonna be there to counter it. An errant backboard read that's gonna send it into USM's left corner from Wilson. They're still on the ball though. They're gonna be careful. Hydra's the only one with boost. Nice 50 there. Can they get a save? No, they cannot. Wilson's doing everything that they can, and they were able to make it happen. Boost starve and everything. It's now tied 3-3. Most likely gonna have to look for overtime to win this one. But let's see what happens here in this 6 seconds. Pass here blocked. Pass here, no one's in goal. Touches the floor. USM are lucky that that could have been the end of the series. Big 50 there, gonna roll off the sidewall, off the crossbar. No one's there for Wilson. Nice bump. Kai gets a pass out to Darian, and Darian's gonna make this, gonna force the game 7. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. 11 seconds is all it took. 11 seconds for this to be pushed to game 7. Incredible vision there from Kai to see Darian across the field. Darian's going to have a hat trick in this game, and that's going to be one of Darian's best performances of this series so far. USM just trying to keep the Flames going. They're trying to get this game 7 done as quickly as possible. And it looks like we are all set to go. First week, first game 7 of the season. Let's see how this plays out. 5 minutes left to play. Hydra's gonna get an early start off of the right side of the corner. He's gonna get it over one. Kai's there for the pass. Unfortunately misses it there. That could have been a really good start there. Wilson's gonna pop it off the back wall. One's there. And that's just about the most unfortunate turn of events there. Ah. And we're all there too. Kai's there. Hydra's nearly there. And USM's going to have to play from behind this entire game. Nice little 50 there in the middle. Wilson's going to be there. Flick over Kai. Not over Kai, over Darian. And Darian's going to make up for it. He's going to touch off on the right side. Hydra's there looking for another touch. Can't get to it, no boost. Wilson's trying to be ultra aggressive here in this game 7. Kai up for it. Pass down to Hydra. Nice little touch there. Gonna leave off to Darian on the corner. Hydra's gonna look to get a touch. Will that go in? Holy cow. What a pass there from Darian. I don't even know if he was thinking about that being a pass. But Hydra saw it. He went up the back wall. He didn't even have any boost to play with. What a way to equalize this series at 1-1 in game 7. 4.5 left to go. Nice little shot here from Hydra. Gonna get saved by Wilson. Gonna do everything he can to get it back in the corner. It's out in the middle for Wilson. Darian's looking to stop it. He's gonna get one touch on the body. And no one's there for Wilson to follow up on that goal. Pass here. Kai's gonna send it into the middle. Darian's there. Can he get the angle? Yes, he can. Bob the Builder. Can he build it? Sure he can. Caught an angle there by Darian. Had to pull out the protractor. And USM's gonna go up 2-1. Darian off the left wall looking for an air dribble. Gets a 50. Hydra's gonna get to it. Kai's looking for a second touch. He's gonna get the second touch, but Wilson's gonna be there for the third. Nice little touch here. Gonna leave it for Hydra. Only one person back. Can't get the 50. That's unlucky there. If he gets by that, that's the third goal for USM. That's gonna blow this game wide open. Pass out for Wilson. Not gonna get the touch off that they want. And Kai's gonna send this into the right side. Hydra off the right wall. Nice little touch there for Darian. That's going to leave it in the middle. Nice double touch there from Hydra. And they've got an open net. And this is going to be USM's third goal of this match. And they are starting to blow this game 7 wide open. That's all they needed. All they needed was a spark. And they've sure hit it they've sure hit it right here. 3-1 USM with 3 minutes left in this game. Wilson gonna try something off the right side of USM. They're gonna get a pass off here, but Darian's there to make the save. Hydra can't get back to it. That's a shot there from Wilson, and they are not gonna go down without a fight. They are gonna try and claw their way back into this. It is already 3-2. So with plenty of time to play left in this game. This is gonna be interesting here, folks. Darian's off the right wall, looking for an air dribble. Can he get a second touch? He can. Will it go in? Can't get it in. Wilson's gonna get a second touch on that. He's gonna get it clear. And Darian's gonna look for a chase here. Nice 50 here. Can't get the goal. Not in front of the net enough. Nice little 50 there from Hydra. Gonna look for a bump. He might have got the bump there, and that's gonna give Darian the opportunity to go for his second goal of the game. I'm not sure if he actually got the bump there on the wall or whether he was just scaring him off, but that little play there from Hydra was incredible. Puts USM up 4-2 with 2 minutes left to play. Wilson off the back wall. Kai looking to make something happen. Wilson get a nice little aerial bump there on Darian. He's not going to be pleased with that. And that's going to be a potential shot there from Hydra. Could have gotten there if he'd seen it. Touch there in the middle, left for Wilson. They're going to try and make stuff happen. Hydra back into the right corner. Doing what he can to get it by. And Kai's going to get a nice little touch by all of them, and Darian's going to have it in the right corner. Going to have a shot off, blocked by Wilson. Wilson's going to have a try and counterattack. Darian's going to get in the middle of that, going to send it off of the right side of the midfield. Wilson looking for a nice little air dribble. Hydra's there for the intercept. Going to send it off to the left side. Wilson doing what they can. Kai off to the left. Darian gonna send it off of the right side in the middle. Hydra doing what he can. We've only got 1 minute left remaining in this game. Nice demo there for Kai. Darian's gonna try and take control of this. Gonna get a nice little pinch off a sidewall. He's gonna have to go up for this. Gets a nice 50. He's gonna get another touch. Pick up the big boost or bang it. Nice touch there from Wilson. That was a double commit though. They gotta be careful. Darian's back in net. Big clear here. And Hydra's all there. He's all over it. Can't get a touch. Kai can. That's off the backboard. Is anyone there? No, Darian, but he's waiting. There's Darian again. Off the backboard, and that's forcing all of Wilson's boost out of the tank. Nice little roll up ceiling there for Kai. And they're just putting pressure on this. They're playing, USM's playing this absolutely perfect here. Nice little shot there, blocked from Wilson. And this is all in the air. Darian gonna send this down the right side, off the right corner, gonna get the 50, gonna keep this in Wilson's side, and that is gonna be the 3-1 comeback complete for USM. They take Game 7 4-2, and that is how you wrap up a series. USM's gonna take their first win of the season off a 3-1 comeback. That is possibly the best series I have ever seen them play. Oh my word. Well, I guess it's time for me to wrap it up here. But if you want to see more of this, come back either Wednesday or Thursday. That are the 2 times that we play Rocket League a week. We play Wednesdays at 8 o'clock and Thursdays at 8 o'clock. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your week. Have fun out there. And we will see you all next week.